Episode 16 coming up. Please be advised that there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed in this video. And please note, this reaction does not contain a picture-in-picture view with the audio from the episode. Instead, this video was designed as a watch-along style. Click on the link displayed on your screen to find out about 3 easy ways to watch this episode with me using your own devices. Hello! Thank you very much for tuning in and welcome. If you are new to my channel, this is where I like to watch, react, and review a small variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. So in today's video, I am going to continue my binge process of the day of watching episodes from the 5th season of Supernatural. And in this video, I'm going to share with you my reaction and my takeaways from episode 16, titled Dark Side of the Moon. So if you watched my reaction to episode 15, you know I was theorizing about the Death Horseman and possibly the Pestilence Horseman showing up in this episode. You know, I figure if we're on track with this horseman stuff, let's get going because I want to see more of that. Anyway, if you are going to watch along with me, let's get ready to count down to play. If not, feel free to skip on over to the review/takeaways portion of this video. Hopefully I'll see you at that point, but I'm going to watch this episode right now. Okay, my SPN family members. Let's get ready to count down. I'm at 0048. I love how sometimes it literally lines up when I press skip at the same point in previous episodes as well. I don't know why I find that interesting, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Okay, let's keep going. Counting down, starting at 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, Dean. He is sleeping off some booze, and is that a gun? Okay. Whoa. That's a way to open up an episode. Oh, hunters. Oh shit. There's always a shift at the beginning. Something's gonna intervene here. Okay, this is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's Dean having nightmare, right? And he wakes up. Okay, maybe after the credits. Aw, I like that song. Oh, so he was dreaming in his car. And yeah. So he's still dreaming? Okay, so the whole episode is a dream? Or a nightmare? You know, like a combination of that? I love how it's the same kid. He plays Sammy so well. Fireworks. Oh. Okay, or maybe it's one of those you know, like when you see your life flash before your eyes kind of thing, and maybe at the moment Dean's about to seemingly get shot, he's seeing like his life flash before his eyes with like memories from his childhood. And then the episode will end off with him evading the shot or something. Oh, but then Sam's dead. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going with some kind of dream thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, yes, kind of like that. All right, all right. I'm going to calm down the theories. Let me just watch. He's a part of the car again. Oh, it better not be the trickster again. Like, is he trying to get revenge on them from what happened? Oh, oh, it's a spell? Oh, he's putting a spell. Okay, follow the yellow brick road. Okay, so assuming I'm taking their word for it, and they're dead and they're in heaven? Well, Dean's heaven's pretty dark. What the? That's his heaven? So, who are those people? That's a good point, though. Why? Okay, so they're both worthy of heaven. Oh. With strangers? Hey, extra crispy. I wouldn't have minded that for some of my Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, heaven's kind of fucked up here. Well, if angels are kind of not what I expect, I guess heaven's gonna be not what I expect. Yeah. Ah. And he's a reality bender. Joshua. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm okay. If you've been watching my reactions, you know I want to see God, so let me see God. Well, I guess heaven just changes up based on reasons. It probably is. I agree. Like that? Tracks. I used to play with those too. I grew up with men, with boys, so a lot of boy toys around me. Okay. Oh, I want that shirt. So they put on the clothes they had at the time as a kid. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Ah! Okay, so I had my fill of young Mary. Now it's back to the Mary of season one. It's good they got this actress back too. So that's one of his memories. Oh, so she can't see Sam. Yeah. You're not gonna give me JDM, are you? Obviously not. And Dean, as a kid, picked up on that. Kids do. Oh my gosh, that spoke volumes about Dean right there. Yeah, Sam, better recognize. Yes, if you put it that way. I want that t-shirt though. Oh, it's on my list of Espion shit to find after I'm done this series. Uh-huh. Huh? Oh. I love how they just go to where it's connected to. What? Huh? For 2 weeks? Was he a kid? Oh. Wow. So how do you find this place as a kid and hung out for 2 weeks? Or is this supposed to be someone's place and that person took care of him? Okay, sorry, maybe I'm mixing it up. Like, that's where they were at? And then John and Dean had to go find him, so he was sitting there for 2 weeks? Okay. I don't know. Oh. Well, yeah. I was gonna say, like, it wouldn't surprise me, of course, that they would create circumstances to divide Sam and Dean, right? Divide and conquer. So these memories would create some emotional conflict. They're on the run in heaven. Something funny about this. Yeah, right? Yeah, these writers know. Snappity snap. Nor can you hide. What the? Yes! Oh, thank you! Thank you, showrunners. It's a great way to bring him back, too. I thought he'd come back like as a ghost, though, to be honest. So that's his heaven. How do you know where to find them, though? Classy as usual. Yeah. Okay. There's a Bible scripture I kind of grew up with. I'll look for it and then I'll mention it in my takeaways. Ashland. Is what you make it. Yeah, their own paradise. And none of the angels interfere and stop him. That's a great line. Now that I'm dead, I'm living. Leave it to this show to come up with this. They just don't remember how many times it's happened. Especially Dean. Does that imply they're not in heaven? Or he just hasn't caught up with the angel radio vet? Mm-hmm. So maybe John, maybe they're keeping him secret somewhere. Ah! Oh. This is awesome. This is awesome. It's like he's playing a video game. I want to hear one of her flirtatious lines. I think it also fits the definition of what heaven should kind of be. She's advocating for him to say yes. So is this all a setup? This is all fake too, then? Zachariah. Okay. All right, so Pamela was just seeing an alternative view, I guess. And I can see that with this show, right? What they're resisting could possibly be the best decision they should make to save the world. Yes! I was hoping she'd do that with both of them, though. But... Sorry. Yes! I hope so. Bye, Ash. Oh no. Is this the night she dies? Um. Yeah. Hmm. Oh boy, here we go. Messing with his mind. Hmm. Okay, the fun begins. man. Mm. Ugh. I've seen that imagery before. I love how this is like a pocket of hell in heaven. For the Winchesters, anyway. So it's all about him. That's worse. uh, the boss being God? So who's this guy supposed? Okay, so he's like another angel who outranks Zachariah, or oh, oh, okay, the garden, the Joshua. Okay, I forgot. Yeah, it looks like the botanical garden in Montreal. It's probably Vancouver's version. Yeah. Cleveland.
about Raphael? So Raphael never knew about Joshua talking to God? He was convinced God was dead? I was kind of thinking that. So pretty much don't kill the messenger. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's on my rewatch list. A lot of details there. So, okay. Okay. I'll wait. Welcome back. You're gonna have some serious laundry to do. Oh, hello, Castile. Oh yeah, I forgot this would affect his mission. Oh, so this is the turn. Castiel's like, fuck you, angels. I'm going human. Something like that. Oh, the amulet. I was watching a thing on Keanu Reeves, and it reminded me that Castiel looks like Constantine, John Constantine. And I wonder if that was intentional. I didn't pick up on it before because I hadn't seen that movie in forever. But when I was watching the biography thingy on Keanu. Hmm. Sam gave you that as a gift. Pick it up, Sam. Take it out of the garbage. All right, my mind's racing with a lot of stuff. Obviously, I'll do my best not to be too long-winded with some of the questions I know you can't answer, but at least you know where my mind is at, right? And I'm confused on one thing. I'm going to see if I can word my question in a way to still challenge you to answer me without spoilers if possible. Some of you are really good at it. And some of you may not bother. Just because you want to see me see it for myself, I know. I'm just a bit impatient. Okay, so my thoughts are coming up.
Hey there, my dear viewer. I know how easy it is to have a knee-jerk reaction and start typing away in the comment section. But before doing that, though, please double-check the pinned comment. The info I pinned there could save you time trying to correct me or inform me about things already explained to me from my club members who get early access to my reactions. And more importantly, please be supportive of my goal to consistently provide you with an authentic reaction to this awesome series. The best way you can do that is by keeping your comments spoiler-free about specific details or general outcomes in future episodes. Comments with spoiler elements will be removed by a moderator assigned to this channel. So, if you want to be productive with your feedback, I highly suggest comments that are full of trivia and or behind-the-scenes info specifically related to the making of this episode.
The first thing I will say is that after watching this entire series, aside from going on a huge shopping spree for SPN stuff, I'm going to also look up as many blog posts as I can find with character analysis on, Sam, Dean, Castiel, every character. I cannot wait to read that. I like that kind of stuff. And in this episode, I felt there was such a spotlight, more or less, on Dean's psyche, especially with that scene there in the kitchen and he's hugging his mom, trying to make her feel better. And then Sam pretty much, says it out loud. You've been cleaning up Dad's mess for a while. Oh, wow. What a brilliant way to spotlight, really highlight Dean's psychology to some degree that I'm able to understand at this point in time. And I've had viewers, whether at my club or whether here on YouTube, articulate certain parts about Dean's mindset to some degree, right? Anyways, what I'm trying to get at is I cannot wait to read all that stuff. But let me now try to do my best to express my thoughts on certain things about this episode without overindulging my wacky ideas there, or because I've got 2 more episodes to watch, right? So I want to try to do my best here. Okay. So immediately right after I stopped the episode, I went and looked for that Bible passage that I mentioned in my reaction. So my first takeaway is this idea of heaven, right? Usually in a lot of mainstream stuff, heaven is bright and sunny and white and there's light. And it's one big happy place, and I've watched a TV show that has similar themes to this show. I won't say which one. And their concept of heaven is very, it's like La La Land, really, okay? So the Bible quote that it reminded me of was John 14 verse 2. And there's a gazillion translations, so I go to BibleHub.com. It's the first one that came up. And I'll just kind of I'll go from the King James version that I'm used to. So, in my Father's house are many mansions. That's what I thought of, right? In heaven, it's comprised of many rooms that is tailored to each individual soul. And so I thought the whole concept of having heaven be your own personal paradise built on your good memories or memories that mean a lot to you from your lifetime, I thought that was really, really cool. And seeing how it shifts from a dream state like situation to a nightmarish, hellish experience by an angel nonetheless, I thought the contrast of that in and of itself is actually not just hilarious, but also terrifying. As I said in my reaction, obviously this show is giving me a whole new way to look at angels, and it definitely gave me a whole new way to look at heaven. All right, so that's the first takeaway. Second is now the conversation of God. So I was really excited that we were possibly going to see the personification of God in this episode, but I'm still holding out. It's probably going to happen at the end, maybe episode 21 or 22. I could see it being right at the last minute as a cliffhanger. Hello, I'm God. then it's like season 6, right? That'd be great. Anyway, so yes, in this episode, if Joshua's telling the truth and God is on earth and he's just like, or he or she, because I'm like, are we saying it's a he, but it could be a she? I don't know. Anyways, I'll go with he. Then, and he's talking to Joshua. And so I was confused why or how Raphael was not aware of that. And he was all ready to be like, okay, well, I'm going to build my own paradise since God's dead. He was like, he was convinced, right? Now it's validated for me. God is alive and well, and he's on earth. So I'm just thinking, like, is it going to be where he's just slumming in a corner somewhere? These Winchesters, you know what I mean? So I guess what I'm getting at is their version of God is going to be something that's going to really surprise me. Okay. I guess wait and see. I just hope it's not going to be a surprise that's going to really fuck me up. But hey, I could barely handle Gabriel being the trickster. So I think finding out who God's going to be or who God is or what God is, yeah, I guess we'll see when we get to that point. But anyway, okay, so God's alive. He's hanging out on earth. He's feeding information to Chuck and to Joshua. And Zachariah now has to be careful with what God really wants in terms of his will. But then we have Michael and Lucifer actively kind of like trying to foil things. And God's made it clear in this episode that he's not going to intervene. And if you've been watching my reactions, I keep seeing a pattern where they'll say something's not going to happen, but then it kind of does. And it does in a really cool way. So for now, until I see a little further, I still think that God's going to intervene indeed and change his mind. And then perhaps Sam and Dean will have a renewed faith of some sort. All right. So now my third thing that leaves an impression on me is Castiel. At the end there, although it was sad to see that he lost, I wouldn't say lost, but he's now in a crisis of faith, obviously. The God he's been looking for, now that he believes what Sam and Dean have told him, he feels even more abandoned than ever. And I said a few reactions ago that I am going to be patient with seeing the journey of this devout angel. Would we say changing or evolve? How about that? Evolve more into a human, right? Because he's discovering his humanity, being around humans. And so I'm excited as a viewer who's not all that into the Castiel character as is. I like the actor though. So I guess I'm really enthusiastic how his behavior of rebellion might actually intensify. And just watching that gorgeous actor play it out. Plain and simple. It's shallow, but it's me. So I'm being honest. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. There you have it. That's my reaction and some of my key takeaways from episode 16 of the 5th season of Supernatural. I hope you've enjoyed this reaction video. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'm going to press play on episode 17 in the next few minutes. I gotta go use the bathroom. I guess TMI there. Anyways, until my reaction to episode 17, I'm Asha, tuning out. Bye!
Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.